I'm teaching an overload. So usually I teach 3 classes a semester. Now I'm teaching 4 classes a semester.
How are UNC English professors faring against staff shortages?
If you're paying for the account, why does it matter if you're sharing it,
Borrowing a friend's Netflix login? We asked students what they think of the streaming platform's new account policy.
The story of America is a story of progress and resilience.
We take a look at President Biden's call for bipartisanship in his State of the Union address. Bear News starts now.
Hi, and welcome to Bear News. I'm Alani.
And I'm Mia. We start today's show with the first part in a series focused on the staff shortages here at the University of Northern Colorado. For more, we turn to Bear News reporter Leo Mallard.
The school was established in 1889, where it was originally a teacher's college. But it's not the 19th century anymore, and things have changed. UNC now offers 42 different majors in 19 fields of study. But as it grew, different departments had to shrink.
It's kind of a complicated situation. It's, keep the class going for the students, but also make sure that, that they're getting a qualified and effective instructor. And that's tough.
With the ever-narrowing volume of staff available to teach, this means faculty has to adapt. For the English department, this means less levels of high specialization. The UNC just doesn't have the budget for multiple Shakespearean experts, multiple creative writing experts, or multiple historical linguists. And this House of Cards situation is fine as long as everybody is there, or if leaves are planned well in advance. But real life doesn't work that way. Shortly before the semester began, Dr. Beaufort Abo had to go on medical leave. She was teaching a full class load, but since she had to leave suddenly, what would happen with those? Classes were up in the air.
We only have the one medievalist, and I don't think there's anybody on staff that was qualified to teach, that particular content, and a lot of the content that she teaches.
To ensure the applicants wouldn't affect the student body or push us graduation for any student, Sanger agreed to take an extra class.
I'm teaching an overload, so usually I teach 3 classes a semester. Now I'm teaching 4 classes a semester. So we kept the class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and so now I'm coming in 5 days a week, whereas usually I come in either 3 days a week.
The faculty of the English department want to ensure that each class has quality content and that no students suffer from inexperienced professor.
There are administrative limits on the number of people that we could hire, particularly the full-time jobs. And those restrictions have gotten greater as the number of our majors has decreased. And frankly, also as the number of UNC students has decreased over the past few years.
Thankfully, the English department's chair and professors were able to handle the situation before it became a problem. But too many people missing, and this House of Cards is bound to come down. Leo Mallard and Isabella Marcus Porter, Bear News.
Thanks, Leo. Be sure to stay tuned to Bear News this semester for more updates on the staff shortages here on campus.
The story of America is the story of progress and resilience. With these words, President Biden began the annual State of the Union address on Tuesday, February 7th at 7 p.m. at the United States Capitol. During the address, he discussed many issues, such as the economy, healthcare, student debt, and the impact of the COVID pandemic. He celebrated the progress that has come from bipartisan cooperation, such as the passing of the CHIPS and Science Act and the bipartisan infrastructure law. Several guests outside of Congress were present, such as the parents of Tyree Nichols as well as Brandon Say, who stopped the gunman responsible for the Monterey Park shooting last month. Biden called attention to these guests and told their stories in order to discuss issues such as police reform, gun violence, and healthcare. While he celebrated the progress made so far, he expressed his desire for bipartisan cooperation to continue, stating many times, "Let's finish the job." He concluded the address by describing his optimism for the future of the country. If you would like to rewatch the State of the Union address or to read a full transcription of Biden's speech, visit whitehouse.gov.
Coming this month, you may be finding yourself with a few extra subscription fees. Bear News reporter Emma Golub has the latest on this developing story.
Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max. It seems like our entertainment experience has been completely taken over by streaming services. But one service is all the talk recently: Netflix.
But it's not about the new shows or movies being released on the platform. Netflix is finally cracking down on password sharing. As one of the largest streaming services, Netflix has over 200 million subscribers as of 2022, but the number of users is likely much higher because of password sharing.
Since its creation in 2009, Netflix has grown to a worth of over $161 billion. The platform has various contracts with production studios to stream content and produces original shows and movies, some of which are critically acclaimed.
Well, all the shows I watch on Netflix got canceled recently, but I've been watching Lockwood & Co.
We just finished watching H2O on Netflix. And right now I'm watching Ginny Georgia.
In Canada, Portugal, New Zealand, and Spain, the company announced their plan for limiting shared accounts and put it into effect on Wednesday. They are offering additional profiles for an extra cost at standard and premium subscription levels.
But it's not as simple as just wanting to save a buck. Many college students rely on sharing accounts with their friends and families because they can't afford it on their own.
That's not a good idea because people who have kids in college, they're only there for 9 months out of the year, not the whole entire year. So I feel like it's really unfair. They're kind of scamming us.
If you're paying for the account, why does it matter if you're sharing it, Also, what if I want to watch Netflix at a friend's house? And then they're like, nope, it has to be at your home.
When the plan for limiting password sharing was leaked last week, the reaction on social media was overwhelmingly negative, with some users reposting an old tweet from the Netflix account, seemingly encouraging password sharing.
Even with this controversy, Netflix remains at the top of the streaming service game. But will ending password sharing actually increase their profits, or could it create more trouble than it's worth? Only time will tell. With Bear News, I'm Emma Golub.
As of this week, Netflix hasn't officially released their plan for cracking down on the password sharing in the US. Now we will take you over to Sam for the weather. Sam, is there supposed to get more snow again?
With a cold front moving through Wednesday night into Thursday, bringing us those chilly temperatures, I'll show you where we are at right now. Looking across the United States, we can see that cold front that was moving through south down into Oklahoma, into Texas, and now moving more southeastern, bringing some rain and thunderstorms towards the Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida area. But for Colorado, we're in that high-pressure ridge, dominating high-pressure ridge, which is why it's so nice and warm today. But these are the highs at the moment. For today, Castle Rock is looking at 46 degrees. Denver had a high of, Denver is going to have a high of 52, but right now, Denver is at 43 degrees. Greeley is 25. Fort Collins is 33 degrees. But looking into this upcoming week and to this weekend, it's supposed to stay at a really nice weekend with temperatures into the 40s. Saturday 47, Sunday 44. But looking into this upcoming week, we're supposed to get some snow for Wednesday. Right now, 28 degrees for that snowstorm coming through Wednesday, but we'll keep an eye on that into next episode, but we'll head back to the desk.
Having trouble figuring out what to do on Valentine's Day? Bear News reporter Hannah Turpin fills us in on all the hot spots to take your boo.
You're spending your Valentine's Day with your gals, pals, partner, or alone, Downtown Greeley has some wonderful dining, shopping, and entertainment options to help you curate a perfect date. If you're wanting to buy a gift for someone special and support a small local business, there are delicious dining options such as Luna's Tacos and Tequila, Rio Grande Mexican Restaurant, the Casa Luna Eatery, Fusco Pizza, Austin's American Grill, and much more. It is a great idea to book your table in advance or create a reservation for your party. Indulge in some unique and fun activities. Greeley Hatchet House is an exciting outing to throw axes, open from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Tuesday.
February 10th through the 12th. It's an O's. Basically what it is you come in with a picture of your ex, boyfriend, girlfriend, ex-job, ex-company, anything ex-related that you really have a little bit of aggression about. We'll pin it up on the board for you. You can axe it, or it's also a good date night.
Reservations can be made through their website online. Make sure to sign the safety waiver before heading in for your reservation to speed up the process. Take your date ice skating at the Greeley Ice House. Public skating hours are from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. We hope you have a loving Valentine's Day however you decide to spend it.
So grab a date, crush, or a close friend and try something new, or visit your favorite places together this Valentine's Day.
Did you watch the 65th Grammy Awards this last Sunday? It was a big night for many artists. Beyoncé made history Sunday night, winning her 32nd Grammy for her album Renaissance for Best Dance/Electronic Music Album. Harry Styles shook the arena when he took home Album of the Year for Harry's House. Lizzo won Record of the Year for her feel-good anthem, About Damn Time. And Bonnie Raitt surprised many with Song of the Year for Just Like That. But it was also a big night for Latin music. Bad Bunny opened up the night with a melodic performance of Un Verano Sin Ti. Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic were represented during his opening act. This performance and Bad Bunny's win of Best America Urbana Album could be signaling a change in attitudes towards Latin music by the Grammys. For many years, the award show has avoided Latin artists, even as Hispanics represent the largest racial minority in the United States. For a long time, Spanish music hasn't received the same recognition in the United States. Bad Bunny is one of the most streamed artists on Spotify, and as his popularity grows, it becomes harder to shove Latin music to the sidelines.
Are you a fan of Stranger Things? Well, Fan Expo Denver has announced that Joseph Quinn, who played Eddie Munson, will be a guest at this year's pop culture celebration. Other celebrity guest stars include Leslie David Baker of The Office, actor Emily Swallow from The Mandalorian, and Blue's Clues host Stephen Burns joined the festival lineup in January. Fan Expo Denver is the ultimate go-to event for sci-fi, horror, anime, and gaming. Everyone is a fan of something, and Fan Expo is a place to celebrate all things pop culture. Fan Expo runs from Friday, June 30th to Sunday, July 2nd at the Colorado Convention Center in downtown Denver. Tickets for the event are now on sale. Thanks for joining us today on Bear News.
We'll see you next time.